过年怎样？
Hey, hello guys. Good evening. Happy Friday. Welcome back to our February first week. Okay. Hi Yongyi. Why is your name Tan Sri? Why you dato now? Why is your name Tan Sri? Walao eh. Okay. Okay. Hello guys. Hi Shane. How are you? Hey, why so little people? Where's everyone? Where's everyone? Holiday, huh? Nobody wants to come, Okay. Hi, Kawai, how are you? Back with Shane Shenanigans. Oh, shit. Can't say I missed that. Okay. All right, guys, where were we? I think we stopped around here. We have done all the exercise, huh? We have done all the exercise, huh? Wait, not every. Oh, hi, Zian, how are you? So where were we? I think we stopped here, right? Do correct me, huh? I think we saw around D, right? Okay, let's do some exercise before we proceed to the plan one, Okay. Hello, Winber. Is this your first time here? Are you a new student? Right, so we are in page 13, We do some animal one first, because we have no rush, because this class is kind of a bit ahead of schedule, so I'll do some exercise. I'm feeling, but yeah, I am. I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. Uh, in fact, I feel better 2 days ago. Yeah. So free holiday though. Okay. Hi Wing, how are you? So we are here, page 13. So let's look at question number 9. So there are two aquatic animals here. So this is your whale. Oh, look at this cutie shark. This looks so dumb. Okay, so compare and have you done this? Have you done this question? No, okay. Did I sleep enough? Yeah, I did. Oh, so for those who don't know what happened, that's what happened to me this week. I'm not pregnant per se, okay. This is a COVID test, so need to go to school once only. Still need to go. I thought holiday already. Huh? No? Oh, is it? Because some of my school, last week also holiday already, leh. They are having holiday for 6 weeks. Huh. One more week before holiday. Oh, okay. Oh, that means the last week before you go to Form 2 lah. Yeah. Some of my students, they say their school gets 6 weeks. So excessive, isn't it? So over, isn't it? That's why I say it's not a holiday. It's a maternity leave, right? It's like you are giving birth. Why the hell would you need 6 weeks? Yes, when your mic is on. Was. Okay, I muted for you. Okay, so compare and contrast the characteristics of the above animal. So when you see compare and contrast, that means they want similarity and difference. So let's look at the similarity. They both live in water. They both live in water. Hidup di dalam air. Alright. So differences is one breathe using lungs, one breathe using gills. Okay, menggunakan paru-paru, menggunakan insang. Okay, anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, started last week. Okay, what? Okay, what? Not bad, what? You still get like what 4 or 5 weeks, what? Yeah, exactly. You guys go school also do nothing on already, right? You just kind of chill there and chit chat and things like that. Hi, Miru. How are you? Nice of you to join us. So we are currently here. This is page 13. Right, so let's move on. So B, whale lives in aquatic habitat just like shark, but whale is not considered as the same class as shark. Explain why they are different. Well, shark is a fish. And whale is a mammal. Okay, you can see that. You get 1 mark here. And the second mark, you can say what's their difference. Oh wow, one more thing. Whale, they are warm-blooded, berdarah, panas. And shark, they are cold-blooded, berdarah, sejuk. Poikilothermic and homeothermic. If you're feeling fancy, you want to write some fancy answer, you can go for that. Birthday in 4 hours. Okay. Happy birthday in advance. Right? So what else? What else can you say? Any else difference, guys? I can't say shark lay eggs, because sharks, they don't lay eggs, they give birth. So they are a fish that give birth, which is an exception, right? Some of them do, yeah. So what else? What else different between a whale and a shark? I think that's it, right? Yeah, I mean you can repeat this answer lah. The lungs and gills one. Yeah, because I don't think there's more to write already. Whale does homeostasis. It's already here, what? It's already here. That's a repeated point already. Okay, anyway, so let's look at C. You are a taxonomist and you have discovered a new animal species that has wings but cannot fly. Okay, what is a taxonomist? Your job is to name animal, right? Your job is to name animal. Not as in you name like, oh, this is a cat. This is a mountain cat. This is a mountain cat with spots. This is a mountain cat with spot but slightly smaller, right? So it's not like that. You name it after that scientific name. Like I said, a cat is called Felis catus, and a dog is called
Felis catus.
Sorry, my dog is getting very excited. Okay, so taxon. Why? what did they hurt you or something? Right, so you have discovered a species that has wings but cannot fly, basically like an ostrich lah. How would you convince other scientists that the animal is in fact a bird? Right, so since they have wings, right, they cannot fly. So how do you know they are a bird? They have feathers. Okay, mempunyai bulu pelepah. They have feathers because mammals have hair, right? A bird wouldn't have hair. You wouldn't see a hairy bird. That would be so. That's a funny thing to say, right? Really? Scrofa domestic. Wow, okay, I learned something new today. Thanks for the info, Kaiwei. I'm not sure what I want to do with that info, but thanks. Right, so what else? Okay, they lay eggs with shell. Okay, bertelur bercangkerang. Oh my god, I can't write. Okay, bertelur bercangkerang. So they have eggs with shell. What else? They have beaks. They have scaly feet. Yeah, so many things you can write here. Okay. Right. So D, what scientific investigation would you conduct to determine whether an animal is poikilothermic or homeothermic? Right. So how do you know someone is warm-blooded or cold-blooded? Very easy. Throw them into different environment and measure their body temperature lah. Lay eggs with shell. Yeah. 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 Birds, they lay eggs with shell. What? They don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. Birds are. Oh shit. Lay eggs, my mistake.
Wait, lay birds? Did you write lay birds?
Lay eggs. I said lay shells with shell.
Amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait for this guy to
Guys, I'm having a lot of brain fart since my COVID on Monday. Okay, Monday I was very lightheaded, and the lightheaded is still here a little bit. So I'm kind of having this COVID brain fart. So pardon me. I'm not making any sense. Right. So D, how would you conduct this experiment? So you would put them in different surrounding. Okay, letakkan mereka di persekitaran berbeza. So what do you do next? You measure their body temp. Mengukur suhu badannya. I'm glad I provide you some entertainment, Kawai. First time, no, second time. This is my second time. My COVID membership card, finally I got a second chop. I have students who got 7 chop already. Good for them. Okay. Anyway, so why do this? Okay, if you take cicak, right? You take lizard, gecko, you put them in a hot weather. If you measure the temperature, body temperature, they get very hot. If you put them at night, maybe 20 something degrees, their body also become 20 something degrees. So if there's a big change in body temperature, they are poikilothermic. If no matter where you put them in North Pole or South Pole or desert or wherever, if they still maintain 37, then for sure they are homeothermic. They are warm-blooded. Okay. Yeah, Shane, what's up? All right, so okay lah. I'm feeling better lah. It's just that my brain is not working very well. Yeah, what's with lizard? Lizard. It's not called. It's called a gecko, right? Lizard gecko. Cicak lah, you understand lah. Okay, next, number 10. So this is your dichotomous key. Like I told you, this is how you classify animals into two groups. So you have your A, B, C, D, E. So among A, B, C, D, E, which one represents the division of warm-blooded animals into mammals and birds? So which one is mammal and bird? So where's your bird? This is your bird. Guys, penguin is a bird. How many times must I say this? This is a bird. So these are birds, and whale is a mammal. So that's definitely your A. Right? So A is bird, mammal. Okay, so what is the division C based on? So what is C? So you have whale and bat, lion, cow. So from what I see here, this is water and land. I think so. So live in water or land. Okay, tinggal di air atau darat. Right? So guys, sometimes you can get different answers from this. There's not one fixed answer here. So what is the division E based on? So how do you differentiate lion and cow? How do you differentiate lion and cow though? They're both mammals. One is herbivore, and one is carnivore. Eat grass, herbivore lah. Okay, so herbivore. Oh my handwriting is horrible. Herbivore or carnivore? Or you can say has sharp teeth, no sharp teeth. Has claw, no claw. I know, right? I know. I've been constantly reminded throughout the years, but I couldn't care less. Right? Yummy, duck. Why are you eating a duck? Okay, so next, diagram below shows a stingray and a dolphin. So this is your fish, and this is your mammal. Both the stingray and the dolphin have tails to swim and live in water. Why is the dolphin classified as a mammal and not a fish? Well, because they breathe using lungs. Is this how you spell breathe? Is there an E there? Bernafas melalui berparu. You're getting chicken, okay. Yeah, replace the U with what? With I? I see what you're doing there. Right, so breathe using lungs. What else? They are warm-blooded. Berdarah, panas, or homeothermic. Like I said, if you're feeling fancy. Give birth, yes, can. Oh, yes, this is a point too. They give birth. Melahirkan anak. So that's a dolphin. Okay, guys, I think I told this before. Fun fact, dolphins, they have sex for fun, just like humans. For the sake of doing it, for the sake of enjoying it. The more you know, right? So dolphins, chimpanzees, and humans, we have sex for fun. Yeah. Right. Other animals, they have sex to procreate, to make babies. But we don't. We do it to have fun, to enjoy the process. So same goes to dolphin. But no.
What is fun about having
Well, you will find
what
out
is fun having something or not of your body inside you?
Well, you put it now you put it this way.
Like a knife, a machete, a bullet.
Hey, a D isn't sharp. A bullet is sharp. A knife is a oh
Well,
god.
you could sharpen it. You could sharpen it.
How? How? You want me to use a stone and you want me to grind on it?
No, I mean like grab a bone and sharpen it and shove it up.
guys, 13 PG, please. I have parents.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sharpen it. Right. Anyway, so E, why are bats classified as mammals and not birds, even though they have wings like birds? How many times must they ask this question? Right. So bats, they have hair. Wait, fur. Bat fur or bat hair? Bat fur, right? Okay, that's a weird thing to say. Bat has hair. So mempunyai bulu. What else? They give birth. Ayo, so many things to say lah. They give birth. They're warm-blooded. Aduh, so many things to say. So you do the imagination yourself. 71. Oh wow, that's good. Wow. That's very good. Not bad. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad. 27. Sure, no, Miru. You're not trolling, right?
No, but I got most of my points on the writing questions.
So where did you lose your mark?
Can you ask your teacher give you 3 marks?
Pregnancy part. What nutrients a pregnant woman should consume?
My teacher haven't finished. She haven't given us the paper. She just tell us our marks.
The B part, the B part, the mirror part. Mostly just the pregnancy part, the mirror part, and the
mirror is not that hard actually.
Okay, see, guys, that's why I say reproduction is not a very easy chapter. Yeah, sure, when you learn it, it's very fun and all, but when you're taking an exam, it's not so fun, isn't it? That's why I say.
You know what?
How was I supposed?
One by one, please.
Okay, who say first?
How was I supposed to know what nutrients was in like the specific animal?
Okay. So the nutrient thing, to be fair, it's kind of their oversight because you will learn nutrient in Form 2, in chapter 3.
What?
You see, that's a very stupid thing. You see, I have during this year-end question, this year-end exam, I have students with the question. They say, what is protein? What's the function of protein for a growing fetus? And all my students are like, how am I supposed to know? Right? If your general knowledge is good, you will know that protein is for growing muscles, for growing cells. But if you don't know, I don't blame you because you will learn this protein thing in Form 2. which
So
is this
the
one.
teachers just decided, no, I'm not gonna let you pass this time. That
Yeah,
no.
okay, this is the government's fault, you see, because last time you learn nutrition in Form 2 and you learn pregnancy in Form 3. So when they decided to pull this thing back to Form 1, it's sort of like an oversight lah. So yeah, you see, when our government plan stuff, it's all over the place one. They will teach you a little bit of this, but not a little bit of that. So you kind of deal with half of the information. Okay, so yeah. And about the mirror part, the one I cannot help you lah. The one you really have to study one. But hey, guys, look at the bright side. There's no more Form 1 stuff.
There is no bright side. We are entering hell.
Okay, Form 2 will be much harder. So yeah.
Literally, my textbooks is
Enjoy.
like all beat up right now. Like literally, I open the book and pages are falling out. I don't think I can survive.
You will, okay, Miru. I'll try my best to help you survive. Okay. I'm afraid you have to give your the rest. You have to use your effort and give it your best. Right. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. So you have 4 types of animals here. So you have this salamander here. This is a cobra, I think. You have a cow here, and this is a ostrich here. So based on diagram 4, state the group of the 4 animals above. Right. So this is your amphibian. This is your reptile, mammal, and bird. Okay. Why you want everyone to open cam, Jane?
She's curious to see whether there's hot boys or not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, classify the animals JKLM based on their common characteristics. So, how do you classify these? The way I see it, I can classify them into cold-blooded and warm-blooded. Okay, so cold and warm. So the cold-blooded ones are JK, and warm is LM. Oh, hi Kaiwei, nice background. So fancy. Okay, next, moving on. So you have 6 animals here. Why is this grasshopper so ugly? And why is this ostrich looking so ugly? Oh my god, this looks like an emu. Right, so fit each organism into the chart. So you have your dichotomous key again. Oh, hi Miru. Why is your room so dark?
The only source of light is right there.
Switch on some light for God's sake.
No.
Okay, now you look right.
Oh wait, let me turn it off then. Out of spite.
Hi Shane. Hey.
Also, I got the cat girl earphones.
Filming food vlog. Right. So without backbone, you have without legs and with legs. So the one without legs is, I think, your snail. Okay, so that's your E. So with legs, that's gonna be your grasshopper. Okay, so that's your without backbone one. Last question, not done. Oh shit! What am I doing? Oopsie, brain fart again. Right, because it's dinner time. Right, so hey wait, I think I did lah. I wrote it here. I wrote it here. I did it. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's the answer. So amphibian, reptile, mammals, and birds. Right, and next with backbone, so you have your body temperature not regulated. So this is your cold-blooded, and this is warm-blooded. So live in water, breathe with gills. Live on land, breathe through lungs. So the one with gills, that's gonna be your shark, the great white shark. And the one that lives on land, that's gonna be your turtle. Sea. right? So the warm-blooded one, you have wings, so that's gonna be your ostrich. Damn, this really looks like an emu. So the one with hair and give birth, that's gonna be your orangutan. You know what's an emu, guys? Have you heard of the emu before? Have you guys heard of the emu before? It's the you would think
It's
would
not
think
called emu. It's called emu. Emu. It's an
emu, it's not
emu.
emu.
No.
Fun fact, one of the characters in the game I play is called Emu Otori.
Emu, it is called emu. You guys seen this before?
Use Google Translate, see how to read.
Bro.
Oh,
Wasn't there a war against these animals in
yeah.
Australia?
Have
I
I
remember
said
that
this
so
before?
vaguely.
Have I told you guys about the war before?
I don't think so. I think it
Okay,
was
okay,
like
okay.
another teacher who
No,
told
all right.
me.
Let me tell. Okay, this is so damn. I swear I didn't make this up. This is so damn freaking funny. Okay, this thing is native to Australia, right? It's a bird, and it's a pest.
But then the Australians decided to wage a war against it.
Right.
They
Okay.
gathered up an army
Okay.
and charged against
okay.
these.
During the 1930s, it was the Great Depression. That means whole world economy went into shit, right? So basically, Australia, still being a very poor country, they rely a lot on their own crops. They are a agricultural country. But you have this bird being a pest, so they will go, let's say you're a farmer, they will go into your farm and then they will start, grazing on your crops, and then you will lose a lot of money and food. So what happened? So all these farmers, they made a complaint to the Australian government. So the Australian government, the officials, being really brilliant minds they declared war on the emus. And yes, you heard it right. It's called the war on emu. Imagine how pathetic you are. You declare war on an animal.
So is it endangered now?
No. Okay. You know what? This thing, right? Emus, they travel in flock, right? In a group. So when you start firing them, they will start scattering everywhere. So now which one do you chase? Right? And this war was declared a failure. they lost a war against a bird. Hey, guys, I don't make this shit up. I don't make this up. You see, the war, right? They wasted rounds of ammunitions on the bird, and they didn't manage to kill a lot of them, right? You see,
Gotta go fast.
okay.
No, why not they just make some paga to stop the emu?
Okay. You look at this. You read this the first attempt. On 2nd November, the men traveled to Campion when some 50 emus were sighted. As the birds were out of range of the guns, you see, they used guns to shoot them. The local settlers attempted to herd the emus into an ambush. You see, you have to ambush a bunch of birds. But the birds split into small groups and ran so that they were difficult to target. Nevertheless, while a full facility from the machine guns was a second round of gunfire was able to kill a number of birds. Later the same day, a small flock was encountered, perhaps a dozen of birds.
A machine gun.
Yeah. Hey,
pull out the big
you look at this. 2,500 rounds of ammunition has been fired.
And killed a bunch of birds.
Okay, and they declared this war as a failure, right? So yeah, you fail, you fail a war against some bird. Okay, so you see, they made a meme out of this. Who would win? A former penal colony of population of 6 million or 600,000 Walmart brand ostrich? This is so funny, right? So they lost the war. Okay. So anyway, So that's what happened lah. Like I said, I mean, I don't know lah. For me, I think the ostriches, they look somehow a bit cuter lah. The emus, they just look dumb, right? No offense to them, but they don't look very bright. So B, using a different characteristic, classify the organism whose body temperature are not regulated into subgroups, right? So if I don't want to use body temperature, how else would I classify them? Lay eggs and give birth? Wait, that wouldn't make sense, right? Because I still have to classify this into these similar groups. Okay, any answer here? Any answer here you want to give? Oh wait, I think I saw one. This one lives in water. Okay lah, to be fair, turtle they live on land. Okay, they can also live in water lah. So live on land, in water and on land. Hidup di dalam air dan di darat. Okay, so that would be my answer. I think that's the only answer I can think of. So next, moving on. You know what? Let's skip this question, shall we? Because it's the same question over and over again. All right, so guys, let's jump back into our exercise. Okay, before our notes before I need to wrap this chapter up today. All right, so we have one more thing remaining. Okay, this dichotomous key. So I've done it. I've done. Not yet. Sorry. So we have done the dichotomous key. So this is a dichotomous key. That means you split things into two group. So dichotomous key means so 2 groups lah. Okay, so let's go into plants. Right, before you go into plants, right, okay, I want you to write something. So plants, we also classify them into 2 groups. We have flowering plants. That means they have flowers. Remember I said flowers are the genitals of plants. They are the penises and vaginas of the plant. So they do sexual reproduction. And then you have flowering plant.
People are smelling private parts of a flower
Yeah,
every day.
Yep. Plants do have PPs, okay? So, and you have flowers, sorry, you have plants without flowers, so they are called non-flowers.
No. Think about this. Imagine the incels seeing happy couples and they're holding a bunch of flowers and they're like, you're smelling the penis of a flower, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said last year. You can't look at flower the same way now, isn't it? So this is okay. This is your flower, right? So flower has 2 types. Okay, so can you see this is monocotyledon and dicotyledon? Okay, so what the hell is this? Okay, so please let me explain what is a cotyledon first, right? So what is a cotyledon? If you take a seed and you chop it into half, right? You chop it into half, you will see a bag inside, right? That bag is to store food. Because you see, if I'm a seed, before I can make my own food, I don't have a leaf right now. So I need to germinate to grow that leaf out. So to do this, I need energy. So the energy comes from the bag of food, right? So that bag is called cotyledon. So guess what? If I have 1 bag, I'm called a monocotyledon. Mono means tana, means single, right? Mono. And if I have 2 bags, I'm called a dicotyledon, as in 2. Right? So you might say, sir, how does it concern me? Right, you see, being mono, they're like the lower class of plants. I'm sure you learned this in primary school before, right? They are fibrous root. They are non-woody stem, as in 草直茎, right? Or herbaceous stem, herbaceous plant, and then they have parallel veins. So the lower class one. And then you look at the die one, is the higher class plant. So they have taproot, they have woody stem, they have network vein. Right, for example, it's like your durian tree. Okay, durian tree, and you might say, sir, sunflower is dicot, man. Okay, guys, sunflower is a dicot. Sunflower has taproot, sunflower has network vein, but sunflower has non-woody stem. Right, you see, sometimes there are there are exceptions to this. Like you see, coconut tree, coconut tree has fibrous root, coconut tree has parallel vein, but coconut tree has woody stem. So you learn this in primary school stuff, isn't it? Right, you learn this in primary school. So this is plant. Boring stuff, I know, because I don't like teaching plants too. So you produce you learn it, you memorize this yourself lah. Like your jargon is a mono. So in short, I just call this monocot. I just call this dicot because I don't want to say cotyledon because it's a very long word. So I just call it monocot dicot. Monocot dicot. Yeah, why? Why are you a mono, Wing Heng? So anyway, so this is your flowering plant. Next, let's look at some non-flowering plants. So what are some non-flowering plants? You have your fern, pakupakis. This is called jue in Mandarin, which is, you know, bird nest fern. You know, bird nest, the bird nest fern. There, the thing you can find in the middle of a tree trunks. There. This is a fern lah. Okay, so this is your fern. So they use spores to reproduce, so they don't have any flower. They are asexual. And then mosses. Mosses, not Moses, guys. Moses is the guy that splits the sea. Wrong dude. Right. So moss, not Moses. I started telling me Moses. I was like, Moses? Too much. You read too much Bible, son. Right. So moss, so they use spores to reproduce. Oh, you can find this on mountains. You go to Genting, sometimes you see moss like growing on a rock one. And then bring instrument. Yes. Wow. Wow, you're a Christian. Okay, so and then of course you have conifer. You have conifer. Conifer is your 正叶树, like your Christmas tree. Okay, your Christmas tree. So they use cones to reproduce. A cone are these, you know, they sort of look like seed. They're not seeds, but they are like these things. They're sort of like spores. Now your Christmas tree is your conifer. Okay, so these are your 3 non-flowering plants. Really easy. Yeah, that's all for your plants. All right. So as you can see, guys, chapter 1 is very easy. So that wraps up our chapter 1. And okay, again, we have to jump back to our exercise again. Sorry. All right, so let's quickly get this over with because next week I might get, maybe later I might go into chapter, what's the chapter again? I might go into chapter 2, the ecosystem one. Right, so A, plants in diagram tree can be classified into 2 groups. State the group for plant X and Y. So X is the flowering plant, berbunga, and Y is a non-wait. This is rice, right? This is paddy, right? Okay, so okay. Sorry, my mistake. Both are flowering. Both are flowering. The difference is this is dicot. This is monocot. Dicotyledon, monocotyledon. You can write the whole thing yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna write the short form here. So what distinguishes between these 2 plants? As you know, this one is a network vein. Urat jejala. And this is Urat salari. Parallel vein. Okay, what else? This is your woody stem, berkayu, and this is a non-woody stem, tak berkayu. Okay, tap root, fibrous root. You can write that too. So one dichotomous key to differentiate between a monocot and a dicot. Okay, this is simple. So build one dichotomous key. So you can say your vein, is it network or is it parallel? So this is your dicot. This is your monocot. Okay. Guys, when you use dichotomous key, you have to say the characteristic. You don't say dicot, monocot. You have to use the characteristic. No, why? that's a weird question to ask, Jane. Why? Why would you? Is he saying something funny to you? Wing Ying, are you there, Wing Ying? Oh, what's up with you? What's up with you? What did you say to anyone here? Because I was thrown a very weird question. All right, so 15. So you have your coconut tree and your rambutan tree. Ali needs to differentiate both of the tree for his school science project. Help Ali to explain the difference of this tree. Help Ali to explain. Well, this is your monocot. This is your dicot. The same thing lah. Parallel vein, network vein, tap root, fibrous root, woody, non-woody stem. Okay, so you write the three characteristic here lah. Are you ready here yourself? Okay, I'm not gonna repeat, guys. I'm not gonna repeat because this is too easy. It's too repetitive. Okay, write this yourself, Write this yourself, Okay, so your network vein. I write one. Okay, network vein and parallel vein. Urat jejala, urat selari. All right, so there you go. Okay, so moving on. Let's go to the next one. So both sunflower and paddy plants are flowering plant. Give one similarity between two plants. They produce seed. Menghasilkan biji benih. You know what is the seed of sunflower called, right? You know what's the seed of sunflower called, right? Guys, it's actually not very good for health. Okay, the seed of sunflower is called guaji. Yes, guaji. But the thing is not very good
Wing
for
Ying
health.
bully everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
not as in not
The song.
not as in not good for health lah, but guaji has a lot of contaminants inside. They have a lot of lead in. I think it's lead inside, right? It's known for high amount of lead, so it's not very good for you to eat in large amount lah. Yeah, my mom loves them too. I don't know why. It's an old people thing. It's an old people thing. Yeah, what's up? What? Wing Hing, why are you suddenly the talk of the town? What's up? What did you do? Did you harass someone?
What has Wing Ying not done?
come harass me, Wing Hing. Oh God, that sounds wrong.
Hey, baby boy, come harass me.
Oh shit, that came out wrong. Okay, okay. So see, stage 3 difference between the two plants. Oh my God, why are they asking this again? Right, so this is your network vein, your this. Wait, I don't think I can give 3 differences though because they are both non-woody stem, right? And they have taproot. And this is fibrous root, same thing here, and then this is your parallel vein. By the way, you write this yourself lah. It's the same points over and over again. Okay. I think you only can write 2 lah because the stem, they are both non-woody. So sunflower is a non-woody stem. Right, so next, D, a balsam plant has similar structure of a stem with maize plant. Huh? Is it? I thought balsam plant is woody, which is soft stem and non-woody stem. However, why the balsam plant cannot be classified as similar group? Okay, because balsam plant, they have network vein. Okay, urat jejala, they have taproot, akar tunjang. some of the plants. Oh, hey, I thought balsam plant is woody stem. No, huh? Because it's called Feng Xian Hua, right? I used to draw this a lot in primary school. I don't know whether you guys still learn that like in primary school. Cut it down. Why cut it down? Hey, to be fair, I've never seen one before. I don't know how it looks like. Right? Anyway, wow. We have done our chapter 1. Okay, so any question here, guys? Any question here? So if there's no question, let me go to chapter 2, shall we? Okay, I don't want to end my class so early lah. Let's go a little bit into chapter 2. Wow, you guys are doing a little bit, I would say a little much faster than my other classes. Okay, let's go to chapter 2. Do you have the notes? It's together in your January notes. Okay, it's all one copy together one. If you have it lah. If you have lah. If you don't, you can just look at my screen for now. Might not be able to. And then you request video lah, Rain. Sure. You can request video, no problem. Okay, guys, chapter 2 is even easier. You already learned this one. You learn your food chain before, right? This is primary school, and then you have your food web. All right, and you have your oxygen cycle, water cycle, carbon cycle. Okay, this is a little bit technical. Hey, you learn this in geography also. Okay, and then some pollution stuff, right? And then you have this ecology thing, which is very interesting. You know what is symbiosis? You know what is symbiosis? The relationship between, let's say, the sea anemone and hermit crab. This is what we call mutualism. 互利共生. You help me, I help you. There, this thing lah. This is cool, right? So anyway, let's jump to the first thing first. Right, so food chain. Okay, this is a food chain. So what is a food chain? A food chain is a feeding relationship in an ecosystem. Right, this is very simple. So a food chain, usually we will start with a plant. Right, you start with a plant. Jane, don't yawn, Jane. I saw that. Wow, your mouth open very big, huh? Okay, so this is your grass. So your grass is a producer. Okay, your grass is a producer. Why is it a producer? Because they produce food lah. Okay, so grass is a producer because they produce food from sunlight. Right, so if you eat someone, you cannot produce your own food. If you eat someone, you are called a consumer. Right, you are called a consumer. So like if you eat grass, you are the first consumer. You are considered as a primary consumer, and in this case, you are usually a herbivore. Guys, can you differentiate between a herbivore and an omnivore and a carnivore, right? Okay, you know, so this is your herbivore. So your grasshopper is a herbivore, and then a bluebird eats a grasshopper. You're called a secondary consumer, and the thing will keep going up. Like you have a tertiary consumer, and very seldomly you will end up with a quaternary consumer. Right? Very seldomly you have quaternary because it's too high up level there. Okay. Oh, guys, do you know this is actually not called a bluebird? It's called a blue tit. A tit is a bird. Right? So when you ask someone to show you their tits,
Show them this item. Show them a bluebird. Two bluebirds, in fact.
What is it called?
Edited on two.
I don't know why is it called a tit, okay? I tell you, the 9-year-old in me, I just laughed non-stop when I found out that a tit is a bird, right? So next time when they tell you, what are you doing this weekend? I'm doing tit watching.
No, even better. Hey, girl, show me your tits. Shows two Eurasian bluebirds.
Hey, you want to see my tits? It's blue. Hey, why is it blue? It's like blue.
What are you, from Avatar or something? He says back.
Avatar tits. Why do they call them tits? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, so tits are birds, guys. Tits are birds. Okay, so this is blue tit. So I guess the fellow who made this who made this food chain must be like, y'all childish motherfuckers, I know y'all. So I better put blue bird here. So you guys don't make silly jokes out of this. Because even I do that. Right? So this is a blue tit, not a blue bird. Right? So this is a secondary consumer, and then you have your snake, right? And then you have your owl. Okay, guys, do you know what's the apex predator? This is not in the syllabus, but this is good to know. You know what's an apex predator? You know what's apex? Apex is at the top. Instead, right? Thanks. Okay, so apex means the top. So top predator, apex predator. Okay, apex predator means they are at the top. No, they have no predator. Right? That means no one preys on them. Hey, you think about this. You see, owl is the apex predator, right? If someone eats owl, they are so much stronger than an owl, isn't it? So that would be so scary. That's why they are called an apex predator, because no one eats them anymore. So like, okay, you see apex predator. Right? So apex predator is usually at the top. Like, you obviously a lion is an apex predator, because what do you think is stronger than a lion? Right? Do you think someone can just tear a lion into half and eat them? I wouldn't want to find out what's that, right? So there's no such thing as that. So they are called an apex predator. So crocodiles are apex predator. All right. We used to think the great white shark as an apex predator, but they are not, right? You would think that a great white shark is strong enough, right? No, they will be torn apart by an orca. That's why they are called a killer whale. Brutal, huh? Got gorilla. Yeah, I think a gorilla is an apex predator too. Right? So you see, the great white shark was originally considered as an apex predator of the ocean. However, the orca has proven to be a predator of the shark. Ooh, right? So we have so many types of apex predator here. Like you see the lynx. This is an apex predator. You know what's a lynx? It's a spotty cat. Spotty mountain cat. You might say, sir, isn't that a cheetah? This is a shorter spotty cat. A cheetah is a longer spotty cat. Cat lah, okay, basically cat lah. Okay, so that's your apex predator lah. So humans, we are the apex predators too, right? Because we eat everything. If you think about it, okay, not us lah, but certain people they do, right? Say if you go to China, they will eat things that is out of your imagination, right? They eat civets, they eat pangolins, whatever that you want to request lah. You go to China, you request, they will hunt it for you. So if you feel like eating some gorilla, they will hunt some gorilla for you, and you can cook it however you want. Right? This is why aliens refuse to talk to us, because why would we eat something so inhumane? Okay, anyway, so this is your producer, primary consumer, secondary. Usually we stop at tertiary. Usually tertiary is already strong enough. You wouldn't, you very seldomly you will see the case of quaternary, because quaternary in this case is not enough to support them. I'll talk about it next week, okay? So a producer is a green plant which makes its own food by photosynthesis. Primary consumer usually feeds on plant. They are herbivores. They could be omnivores. Yeah, why? Okay, so anyway, you might say, sir, what if a bird they eat grasshopper and then they also eat grassland? Then they could be a primary and a secondary consumer. They have two jobs. All right. So if this is to tell you one more thing. If a species is so important, they have so many jobs in the wild, they are called a keystone species. Wei, please don't. Please don't. Right. So what is a keystone species, by the way? Keystone species means they are very important. If you kill one of this, if this species were to go extinct, it will affect many other species. Like you see, the jaguar is a keystone species. Wow, you even have keystone, flagship, and umbrella species. That means they are responsible for the survival of many other species. Right? The more you know, like a beaver. Okay, look at this cute thing. Okay, so anyway, so this is your keystone species lah. A keystone species. Wow, isn't this Patrick? Isn't this Patrick? Damn, Patrick be looking kind of thick though. Nice ass. Oh my god, why is Patrick looking like this? Right, so there are keystone species too. Okay, anyway, guys, you know, I think I'm gonna stop here lah. Next week, because I know many of you get this not prepared, so I will continue with this next week. Right, so please get your notes ready next week. This is in your January notes already. Okay, so anyway, I will see you guys the same time at the same time next week. Okay, so
Happy birthday to you.
yes, happy birthday to you, Miru. Okay, 1 year wiser.
Amazing. No. I am terrified. Goodbye.
Okay, so have a good one. Have a good weekend. I will see you next week. So goodbye, guys. See you next week. Good night. Bye bye.